Purdue Football, Coach Barry Odom's Big Ten Media Day highlights and season outlook. Purdue Football, Barry Odom Big Ten Media Day notes. Boilermaker head coach Barry Odom is in Las Vegas for Big Ten Media Day this afternoon. Here are some of the interesting points in what was a fairly standard Media Day press conference. These are my notes and not direct quotes. I wanted to get this out quickly and give you all something to talk about. Barry press conference notes. Starts by thanking the media for their work. Says media days are the unofficial start of the season in his mind. Mentions the season starts in 37 games and it's a sprint to get the team ready. He has great respect for the Big Ten Conference and believes it's the best conference in college sports. Purdue President Mung Chiang and Athletics Director Mike Bobinski for bringing him to Purdue. AD Bobinski and Sport Administrator Tiffany Grimes have been at every workout and thanks them for their support. The team is starting to take shape and they are making great progress. The team has established 16 core values called the Purdue Way. They're building the program through toughness, consistency, togetherness, and teamwork. Thanks his coaching and support staff and says they have blended well together. He didn't have anything to do with last year or anything to do with what Purdue did 3 years ago when Purdue was in the Big Ten Championship. Will be defined by what they do and will take the approach of making Purdue football better every day and will instill that in the players so they can be the best version of themselves. The team has characteristics of a winning team, a high level of commitment, enthusiasm, and is hungry to thrive in the process of what it takes to play winning football. Believes in the process of playing winning football at every position group and that it's his staff's job to get each group and individual to play their best early and often. Will build the team around habits, alignment, and being together. Players have done well in measurable areas like academic performance and strength gains in the weight room and explosive and speed numbers. Purdue football had a 3.24 cumulative GPA last semester. Purdue will play complementary football. Talks about offensive coordinator Josh Henson coming over from USC. Has coached with defensive coordinator Mike Shearer at Arkansas and UNLV. Special team coordinator James Shibest should give Purdue an advantage. Mentions players Purdue brought to Media Day. Devin Mockobee is 200 yards away from Purdue's all-time leading rushing record and will graduate with a mechanical engineering degree in a couple of months. Tony Grimes is a senior corner who came with Odom from UNLV and is a leader in the locker room. CJ Madden is a defensive end who will end up being one of the guys in the mix and a leader up front. Says all the guys are a great reflection on Purdue University. Question. Asked about the difference he sees in college football now as opposed to when he was a coach in Missouri. College football has changed more over the last 3 years than it has over the last 25 combined. Purdue will be a high school recruiting team. Will be direct and select with Oaken and transfers. Says Purdue has an excellent recruiting department. Turnover at Purdue is similar to the turnover when he arrived in Vegas. But here's where it gets controversial. While Odom emphasizes the team's focus on fundamentals and discipline, critics argue that the emphasis on academic performance and measurable metrics may overshadow the spirit of competition. Additionally, the decision to prioritize recruiting over traditional college football traditions sparks debate about the future of the program. What does it mean for Purdue to redefine itself as a high school recruitment powerhouse? And how will this shift impact the culture of the Boilermakers? The answer lies in the player's ability to embody the values of the Purdue Way while navigating the evolving landscape of college football. Barry Odom's bold plan to resurrect Purdue football. Can he repeat UNLV's success? In a bold move to revitalize Purdue football, head coach Barry Odom is undeterred by the team's recent struggles, including a dismal 1-win season last year and a previous appearance in the 2022 Big Ten Championship. Surprisingly, he remains unfazed by predictions that place the Boilermakers at the bottom of the 18-team league for the upcoming season. Odom expressed his philosophy during the final day of the Big Ten media event, stating, "We'll be defined by what we do." He emphasized the importance of a daily commitment improving Purdue football, focusing on instilling positive habits throughout the organization. His belief is that by the time a season begins, the team will be prepared to showcase their best selves. Having successfully transformed one of the most underperforming programs in college football history, Odom spoke with enthusiasm and assurance about the task ahead of him at Purdue, a team that has recorded a disappointing 5-19 record over the past 2 seasons. 2 years ago, Odom achieved the remarkable at UNLV, where he turned around a program that consistently ranked among the lowest in college football. Before his arrival, the Rebels had a combined record of 29-74 over the previous 9 seasons. Under his leadership, the team reached the Mountain West Championship game twice and came within 1 victory of qualifying for the college football playoff last season. They celebrated 11 wins, their first such achievement since 1984, and made their debut in the AP Top 25 rankings, a milestone in their 46-year history. Now Odom is focused on the Boilermakers, who have struggled statistically, particularly on offense, averaging only 299.3 yards per game, ranking 127th nationally, and allowing 452.7 yards per game on defense, ranking 123rd. After a promising start with a 49-0 victory against Indiana State, Purdue faced a harsh reality, losing their next 11 games, 8 of which were by double-digit margins. This included a crushing defeat against their in-state rival Indiana, where they lost 66-0 in the season finale. As the team enters training camp with an unclear depth chart and a limited number of returning starters across all positions, Odom's message has resonated with at least one of the program's leaders. 4th-year running back Devin Mockobee remarks, I feel like it's sort of intrinsic, especially as big of a turnover we had. You have a whole new room of guys and basically a new program. Having that aspect of coming in and having a fresh start, it's easy for everyone to get on board very fast and be able to build a culture very fast. Tony Grimes, a defensive back who followed Odom from UNLV to West Lafayette, Indiana, can personally vouch for Odom's methods and his ability to elevate a program. He described Odom as hard, smart, and tough, highlighting the intensity of practices and the rigorous routines that foster resilience among players. Groen shared, "He took me in out of the portal when honestly no one really wanted me. He gave me that confidence that I needed back, and now I am here, what I am today." Odom is eager to instill this same confidence and drive in his players as he works to breathe new life into the Boilermakers. He reiterated, "From the day that we got the job, every single day, our approach is you get up and you make Purdue football better. You find a way to consistently instill those habits in everyone around the organization. Then by the time that the season rolls around, we'll be ready to be the best versions of ourselves." As Odom embarks on this challenging journey, one can't help but wonder, can he truly turn around a program that has faced so many obstacles? What do you think? Is it possible for Purdue to rise from the ashes, or are the challenges too great? Share your thoughts in the comments. Purdue football coach Barry Odom on the old Oaken bucket rivalry. In the world of college football, the old Oaken bucket rivalry game holds a special place in the hearts of Indiana and Purdue fans. This year, the stakes are higher than ever, as both teams are led by new coaches with fresh perspectives. But here's where it gets controversial. Purdue's new coach, Barry Odom, is taking a unique approach to teaching his team about the significance of this historic game. Odom, who has a wealth of experience from his time at Missouri, understands the importance of the old Oaken bucket game. However, he's not just relying on tradition to motivate his team. Instead, he's being deliberate in his approach, ensuring that every player, from the seasoned veterans to the rookies, understands the depth of the rivalry. And this is the part most people miss. Odom's strategy isn't just about winning the game. It's about instilling a sense of pride and respect for the history of the program and the university. By educating his players on the origins and significance of the rivalry, he's fostering a deeper connection to the game and the community. But the road to the 126th Old Oaken bucket game on November 28th at Ross-Ade Stadium won't be easy. Indiana's coach, Curt Cignetti, is no slouch, having led his teams to success at every level. Despite a brief spat over scheduling strategies, both coaches have shown mutual respect, setting the stage for a thrilling showdown. Odom's task is made more challenging by the fact that his roster is filled with new faces, many of whom are transfers or freshmen. This means he has to start from scratch in building team chemistry and understanding. Yet he sees this as an opportunity to create a new legacy, one that honors the past while looking towards the future. In a bold move, Odom has integrated lessons on the history of the program and the university into his coaching regimen. By teaching his players about the significance of the old Oaken bucket game, he's not only preparing them for a single match, but also instilling a sense of pride and responsibility that extends beyond the field. As the season approaches, fans on both sides are eagerly awaiting the clash of these two titans. Will Odom's deliberate approach pay off? Or will Signahi's experience lead Indiana to victory once again? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. The old Oaken bucket game will be a battle of wits, strategy, and, most importantly, heart. So, dear readers, what do you think? Is Odom's method of teaching his team about the rivalry game a stroke of genius, or is it overkill? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going.